Myself S.C. Pandey from Tagore Public School, Surajgarh. As I have discussed about the previous lecture on the transport of digested food after absorption, as transport occur by two means. Here, digested food transport occur by two means. As digested food generally in the form of two types monomer. In one category it is glucose and amino acid. Here amino acid and glucose which reaches in the hepatic portal system. This hepatic portal system which takes the such type of digested food in the form of monomers to the liver, and in the liver cell which is called as hepatocyte cell. Generally the monomer as glucose which changes into the glycogen. Glucose changes into the glycogen by the process of glycogenesis. Other hand, the amino acid which also convert into the polymer as in the form of protein. So protein and glucose both are considered as polymer which synthesize. So it is the synthesis process in the animal cell which is considered as assimilation. Synthesis process in the animal cell which is considered as assimilation process, in which synthesis of the new tissue or cells takes place. Here this is the very important topic, as glucose and amino acid both are called as monomers reaches in the hepatic portal system. Then hepatic portal system take this to the liver which has is particular cell called as hepatocyte cell. In the hepatocyte cell there are two type of changes occur. Sometimes the glucose which is considered as the simple sugar. This simple sugar which generally as a result of process glycogenesis. This is the glycogenesis process. As a result of this, glycogen formation takes place, and amino acid which changes into the protein, and protein glycogen, these are polymer. As in case of another monomer like fatty acid and glycerol. Fatty acid and glycerol which generally combine as after the reaching by the lymphatic portal system. This lymphatic portal system takes this fatty acid and glycerol in the lymph vessel. Lymph vessel somewhere has swelling which is called as lymph node. So in the lymph node the change occur here conversion of the fatty acid result formation of lipid or fat synthesized. So lipid and fat which is generally synthesized by the fatty acid and glycerol, also a type of polymer. So polymer formation is good example of synthesis process which is called as assimilation process. As a result of this, new tissue or cell formation take place. New tissue or cell formation occur, which result the assimilation is considered as anabolic process. This anabolic process is helpful in the growth and development of the human body. Growth and development of human body result the body length increases and sometimes body volume increases, as assimilation is the formation of new tissue, new cells by the help of monomers after the absorption by the two means. One means which is called a hepatic portal system, in which glucose and amino acid like monomers are absorbed, and another is called as lymphatic portal system, in which generally fatty acid and glycerols are reaches in the lymph vessel or lymph node. So the conversion of such type of fatty acid and glycerol, lipid or fat synthesized in the form of a polymer. So the polymer synthesis occur in the process of assimilation. Then these polymer involved in the formation of different types of parts of the cell, parts of the cytoplasm by the help of energy in the form of ATP produced by the mitochondria, which is considered as powerhouse of the cell. Sometimes different other cell organelles also involved in the cytoplasm in the conversion of monomer into the polymer. As I have discussed already, monomer produces as a result of digestion of complex and insoluble food by the help of different types of enzymes in different parts of alimentary canal. Good example is glucose, which synthesized as a result of digestion of carbohydrate as in the form of polysaccharide like starch, starting from buccal cavity, where starch changes into maltose at the pH 6.8 in the presence of enzyme salivary amylase. Then maltose, which convert in the glucose 2 molecules in the presence of enzyme maltase, and likewise sucrase, which converts sucrose into glucose and fructose, and lactase, which convert lactose into glucose and galactose. These are simple sugar. Now amino acid, which synthesized by the breaking of the protein, as breaking of the protein or digestion of protein occur in the stomach by the help of pepsin, in which protein converts in the proteose or peptone. In the small intestine, duodenum part, protein converts by the help of trypsin, which secreted by the pancreas and present in the pancreatic juice. Description: at the high pH, I mean to say in the alkaline medium, pH 7.8, and convert protein into the H dipeptide. Later on, dipeptide on the action of dipeptidase enzyme. Dipeptide is also secreted by the pancreas, present in the pancreatic juice, which converts dipeptide into amino acid. In this way, glucose and amino acid both are monomers as reaches in the hepatic portal system during the absorption of digested food. This hepatic portal system, which generally store the such type of monomer in the liver cell, which is called as hepatocyte cell. In the liver cell, a type of change occur, like glucose, which is called simple sugar, changes in the glycogen, which is called as polymer, or this glycogen is good example of polysaccharide. Polysaccharide, which generally insoluble sugar and complex form of sugar, a type of carbohydrate. So carbohydrate synthesized as complex and insoluble organic compound. This glucose changes into glycogen by the process glycogenesis. Likewise, amino acid, which synthesize protein by the formation of peptide bond. Here, due to the formation of peptide bond between the two amino acids, generally protein synthesized, and this protein and glycogen now considered as polymer. As polymer synthesis in the case of a hepatic portal system. Likewise, another type of monomers as fatty acid and glycerol, which generally obtained by the fat. Here, fat which produces fatty acid and glycerol after digestion. Likewise, this glucose, which produces as a result of digestion of complex carbohydrate, amino acid also produces as a result of digestion of protein. These polymer as lymphatic portal system takes fatty acid and glycerol. Now by the help of lymph vessel or lymph nodes it is collected. Means such fatty acid is stored up in the lymph vessel and lymph node. Here lymph vessel and lymph node are the storage part for fatty acid and glycerol. Likewise, the glucose which is stored up in the liver after conversion into the glycogen. Here, fatty acid and glycerol also convert in the form of fat or a type of macromolecule. So, fat is also a type of polymer. These polymer in summation synthesize new tissue or cells and generally shows the anabolic process, which is helpful in the growth and development. So this is the schematic explanation about the process of assimilation, which start after the digestion of food and storage of the such type of macromolecules in the synthesis of new cells. So assimilation is a process in which the formation of new tissue, new cells by the help of monomers by the different types of process. As I have discussed by the help of diagrams to explain the assimilation process. Here, what is assimilation? This is the question. So, formation of new tissue, formation of new tissue or new cells, oblique protoplasm. As protoplasm is the part of cell and cell combine which makes tissue by the monomers. Monomers are very simple compound produces as a result of digestion, but assimilation occurs as a result of absorption of digested food, and absorption of digested food, this is called as assimilation. Here, assimilation can summarize very simple way. As you know, this is a simple sketch of the animal cell. Here, animal cell which generally has the controlling part which is called as nucleus. Suppose this is the nucleus, controlling part in the center in the animal cell, and the part also present here in the form of mitochondria. Suppose this is the structure of a simple mitochondria which has finger-like projection, and generally this mitochondria is called as powerhouse of the cell. A type of change occurs in which the glucose, which is monomer, when reaches in the animal cell. This glucose, which has molecular formula C6H12O6, when combined with the 6 molecule of oxygen, then production of 6 carbon dioxide, 6 water molecule, and production of 38 ATP take place during the aerobic respiration. How ATP synthesized? This ATP synthesized occur in the mitochondria on the oxysome, which is present on the surface of cristae. Here, this is the cristae which generally contain oxysome. At the oxysome, generally the synthesis of ATP take place. In the ATP synthesis, mainly a conversion occurs in which the inorganic phosphate and ADP which combine and synthesize ATP. So ATP, which generally considered as the biological energy in the cell as adenosine triphosphate. Glucose provide energy, although amino acid which generally convert into the glucose also. But amino acid when reaches inside the cell, it changes into the glucose first. This is called as gluconeogenesis process. This is called as gluconeogenesis process. Ultimately, you saw that formation of glucose as molecular formula C6H12O6 or simple sugar. When oxidation occurs, as a result of oxidation, this glucose produces carbon dioxide gas. This carbon dioxide gas is very toxic for the cell, so comes out from the cell. This carbon dioxide comes out from the cell as it is a type of gas. But water, which generally used in the breaking of different type of disaccharide. Suppose one disaccharide which is called as sucrose, which has broken in the glucose, as sucrose which generally combined with water in the presence of enzyme produces glucose and fructose. In this way, I saw that the different types of monomers as the fatty acid and glycerol here changes into the fatty acid which reaches in the animal cell by the simple diffusion method of transport. Likewise, glycerol which also reaches in the animal cell by the simple transport method. But fatty acid when combined with the glycerol, then it produces a type of complex compound which is called as fat, and this fat which as a result of a type of process which is called as beta oxidation, process changes into the glucose. So in this way, different types of macromolecules like fat as a result of beta oxidation converts in the simple sugar which is called as glucose, and amino acid which also convert in the glucose by the process called as gluconeogenesis. So gluconeogenesis is the simple process in the conversion of amino acid when convert to the glucose. It is called gluconeogenesis. In this way, very brief discussion has done on the assimilation, which defined as formation of new cells, new tissue, new protoplasm by the help of monomers like glucose, amino acid and fatty acids after absorption of digested food in the liver cell. Here, mostly in the liver cell, such type of process occur. So, liver cell which is called as hepatocyte cell, where such type of conversion occur. This is the complete assimilation I have discussed before this by the help of this case, and these lectures by the help of diagram. In this diagram, first of all, I want to explain this structure. This is called a cell membrane, by which, by the help of a diffusion transport, different types of monomers enters in the animal cell in the cytoplasm, where mitochondria present, which is called as powerhouse of the cell. Because in the mitochondria and the cristae, oxysomes are found. In the oxysome, F1 particle ADP combined with inorganic phosphate and convert into the ATP by the help of oxidative phosphorylation, and this ATP involved in different types of conversion as a biological source of energy. Carbon dioxide which produces during the oxidation of glucose comes out from the animal cell, and it is toxic for the cell, so reaches in the blood plasma and combined with water makes bicarbonate. Then it dissociates carbon dioxide, passes out from the lungs, as I have discussed already. So this is the brief discussion about the assimilation process. After discussion of the topic assimilation, next topic is very important topic, that is egation. Egation or defecation, as the definition of defecation is removal of the feces. Feces means undigested semi-solid food is called feces. So removal of feces through anus. Anus means a type of pore present in the last part of human alimentary canal. So removal of feces through anus is called egation or defecation process. How defecation occur, I can explain in very brief by the help of a simple sketch. Suppose this is the a structure of the part of the large intestine at ascending colon, transverse colon, and then ascending here, descending after this sigmoid curve, then rectum part, and then here urethra, and this is the small urethral pores are present. So this is the a simple sketch of large intestine, where large intestine generally connect with the ileum part of small intestine. This ileum open in the cecum part, and this ileum is very coiled structure, as this ileum present in the form of very coiled structure in between the inverted U-shaped form of the large intestine, where this U-shaped form generally has the different parts of coiled structure, which is divided into the generally ascending and transverse, then the sigmoid, and many part, but rectum is the part where collection of the semi-solid undigested food, which is called as feces. This is the rectum, and this pore is called as anus in closed condition. After this, as under the neural control or the neural system, the wall of feces constrict, means this shows the constriction of rectum wall. Constriction means the small size rectum which causes a pressure, and this pressure result the feces reaches, and the pressure occur outside in the case of the sphincter muscle which surround the anus. And very small sketch I can explain here. The condition of rectum changes and swelling of the such type of sphincter muscles shows the relaxed condition, and which result feces comes out. This is called as defecation. So defecation occur in which the relaxation of sphincter muscle take place. So relaxation of sphincter muscle which surround the anus or anal pore, and this rectum constrict or contraction of rectum result the contraction of rectum result the opening of anus, and feces comes out. This is called as defecation. In defecation, feces from the rectum comes outside, and defecation is very important phenomena. As I discuss here the structure of large intestine, which generally divided into cecum part which is closed, and between the cecum and the colon here cecum part, and this is called as ileum part which connect with the cecum as first part of large intestine, and ileum part which is last part of small intestine. Presence of vermiform appendix. Then colon start, which has a type of septum in the middle size, which is called as kidney, and different pouches are formed, which is called haustra, where the food after the absorption of water by the large intestine in the form of semi-solid undigested food or feces collected in the rectum, and which reaches outside by the neural control. When a type of urge occurs, then constriction of rectum take place. Constriction of rectum result relaxation of sphincter muscle around the anus, and opening of anus take place. As a result of this, defecation take place. So these are the discussion about the assimilation and defecations. Please like, share and subscribe my channel Super Classes. Thanks.